We're back with Officer John Turner with the Victoria Police Department here to give us some tips on self-defense. All right, so we're going to switch gears from rape aggression defense and we're going to switch to some home and burglary prevention tips that anyone can use.
Right, and that is actually part of the program. We teach people how to be safer at home, which is the place we need to be safest and we need to feel most comfortable. So what we always recommend is look at your home from the perspective of a burglar. You know, if you're driving home during the day, you're driving home at night, look and see, if you were a burglar, where would you try to enter? So we want to make sure the house is well lit at night. We want to make sure the shrubs aren't covering trees or windows or things of that nature. Always a good idea to have a burglar alarm or video security. That really helps. Locked doors, good deadbolt locks and things of that nature. Do
you recommend closing the blinds at night?
Only if you don't want to be seen, yes.
Okay.
Always close the blinds at night because the last thing you want is someone peeping in your window for one reason or another. You certainly don't want a burglar to see what types of valuables you have inside your house.
And what about the Ring camera? I know camera doorbells are really popular. Is that something that y'all would recommend?
I would highly recommend it, yes.
Oh, wow.
I can't recommend a brand, but yes, a doorbell camera, things of that nature are extremely important. We recently installed one at our home, and within hours, it was actually paying for itself because we had an unwanted visitor show up.
Oh, wow.
And through the particular device we bought, I was away from the home. I could actually communicate with him across town and was able to get him out of the yard. So.
Tell him to back off.
Yeah, I politely told him to move on down the street.
So what are some other tools, other resources that a homeowner or someone could consider getting to add to their self-defense?
Self-defense type tools. Can't really recommend any one particular tool for any one person. Everybody's needs are different. Everybody's skill levels are different. But the question comes up about pepper spray. Pepper spray is a common item. A lot of people carry it. And as a police officer, I've used pepper spray, and for those who choose to use pepper spray as a self-defense tool, understand that if you use it, it will probably get on you, and it's unpleasant.
I can imagine.
Yes, it is unpleasant. It is an effective tool, though. There are other options available. Simple flashlights are handy to have, especially if you're walking at night.
Yeah, I walk my dog sometimes in the middle of the night, so I try to have a flashlight.
Always have a flashlight with you, yes. We're talking about chemical deterrents. Wasp spray, from what I've heard. I've never actually used it. It is a good deterrent. A lot of people don't want a firearm in the home. They choose to have a can of wasp spray near the front door or near their bed should they need that in the middle of the night.
And that can be helpful too whenever there is a wasp nest
Absolutely.
close
You never
by.
know. If you're allergic to wasps, you got to have the spray.
And what about tasers?
Tasers are available, and they are available to the public. They're effective, but once again, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and say, well, I've got a taser, so I'm perfectly fine. You need to have as many options of self-defense as possible, and that's what we teach in the class.
And you really want to be careful, especially when you have something like a knife or a firearm. You want to be very careful.
If you've got a deadly weapon, if you choose to carry a deadly weapon as a self-defense tool, make sure that's your last option and not your first option or your only option. Like I said, that's what we teach in the class. We teach options. We give people different things to think about should they find themselves in a worst-case scenario, and it'll be up to them to choose which to use, which works best for them.
Do you recommend, if you hear someone actually entering your home, is it hiding in a closet and calling 911?
If you could secure yourself in a safe room or a closet, whatever you have available, yes, by all means do so, and certainly get on the phone with 911.
Well, thank you so much, Officer, for coming on Community Crossroads, covering this very serious topic, and
not a problem
most of all, for everything you do to keep us safe.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, well, coming up, don't go anywhere. We learn some legal self-defense strategies.